It's time for TCJ Eagles basketball JV style as we're live at Trinity Gymnasium on the campus of Trinity College of Jacksonville. Rising Start Academy is here from Orlando. We've seen them in each of the last couple of years, and we are ready for the tip-off. And then ball game is now underway with the opening tip won by Rivera, but he misses the layup. And a very quick start to the ball game. That was John Paul Rivera winning the tip, and he was about to score within the first 2 seconds, but the shot just would not cooperate. Many new Eagles on the roster this year, and O'Neal Thompson is the head coach of the JV squad, and a first shot for the Eagles taken by Luis Santiago, and it does not go down. Luis Santiago, a freshman from Lakeland, Florida. Men's basketball won Thursday night, 1-point win over Florida National University in a fantastic game that the Eagles led all the way into the late fourth quarter before FNU took the lead, but then Trinity came back and won it by 1 point. An FNU last-second shot to try to win it fell short, and we have our first foul. That is going against John Paul Rivera. Obviously, the first team foul as well. And we're great that you're here with us. And let us know, just like Mount Will just did. And we thank you, Will, for letting us know you're watching. As we have a lot of JV games on the schedule. We'll do some. I won't be able to do all the JV games, but we'll get as many of them as we can. We have a shot clock violation that's going to turn the ball over and give Rising Start an opportunity to try to tie the score. Score is tied. Nobody's put one in yet. My mistake. That works it to the far sideline. Stripped away. Michael Carter with the steal and picked up by the Eagles. And bringing it up the court to Shannon Williams, a sophomore from Orlando. His second season here at TCJ. Carter misses on the three-point attempt, and that ball goes out of bounds. Last touched by Rivera, so TCJ will keep possession. Just into the ball game. We're glad you're joining us here. Thiago guarded heavily by Brignall Bellany. Gets the ball back to Braden North, another one of our new players, and North is rejected, but he is able to get the ball over for the three-pointer from Derek Rivers, and the first score of the game is a three. And bringing the ball across midcourt is Eric Munoz, and crossing your screen right now is Eagles women's basketball player Emma Parrish, who scored her 1,000th point as a college player against Florida National in the women's game on Thursday, and then later in the game scored her 1,000th point as a TCJ Eagle. So congratulations, Emma, on your 2 1,000-point milestones. Quick inbound pass, and a foul will send John Paul Rivera to the free throw line. Fouls called against the Eagles. Braden North, his first and team first. And 2 shots coming for Rivera. And Rivera ready to take his first of 2. Number 1 is up, and it is good. So the first point for Rising Start Academy is a free throw from John Paul Rivera. And saying hello now is men's varsity basketball coach, Mr. Zach Shank.
Ray, how are you?
I'm doing very well, and what a win you had Thursday night.
Yeah.
Credit Florida National. They came back from down 10 points late, and they actually took the lead just before the end. And the luck we've had, I kind of halfway expected that buzzer-beating attempt to go through to give them the win, but it didn't. And finally, one went our way.
Yes. I was a little nervous, but guys pulled it out, played great. And, Diego and Max and all the guys, man, just did a great job and led them down to the final buzzer, if you will, and ended up pulling out the win. So it was a great job.
That was a pushing foul by Derek Rivers. Diego Fernandez, 24 points in that game, our player of the game. And Point in your first game of the season out in Pensacola. And of course, Diego being here for 4 years, what a great man he is in addition to a basketball.
Getting to work with Diego last year and now obviously over the summer and this year, we've built a pretty good relationship and really value his input. He knows and studies the game of basketball, which is great, but also a really good leader.
He's over there coaching now as well, joining
right.
Coach Thompson on the bench. First of two coming is good, and that is Hector. We do not have a last name for this young man, but pretty nice form at the line.
Yeah.
And free throw number 2 coming. It's tied at 3 at the moment. And now they take the lead, and all 4 of their points have come at the line. Free throw shooting was phenomenal for you Thursday night, and that is the difference. I always say in a close game, whoever hits more free throws is going to win.
Yeah, exactly. We talked about it. We want to get to the free throw line. Obviously, watching how Florida National plays and how aggressive they are, we get a lot of free throw attempts, and guys really capitalized on that. And also rebound. We won the rebound battle, which was huge for us, and we've really put a point of emphasis on the rebound side of things.
That's a team that scored 100 points against newcomer Baptist University of Florida, but don't take the newcomers lightly. They can play ball. Going up is Derek Rivers, but he will draw the foul and go to the line for 2, and the foul is on Brignall. I don't know if it's Belloni or Bellamy.
Bellamy.
So we'll go ahead and put a little accent mark there. Punctuation I remember from elementary school.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought they were going to the line. They called that on the floor.
Yep, I think it was a clean block. Derek got a pretty good take there.
Actually, not a foul then. So I totally blew that one. At least I got my punctuation right, though, and DeShannon Williams gets the layup right.
Yeah.
And the Eagles lead 5-4.
Yeah, this JV guys, man, they've been battling in practice for a long time. So they're a little antsy today, but I think once they settle in and start doing well, they'll be able to.
That one will go out of bounds, and the Eagles will take possession. Of course, everybody wants to play for varsity, but then you get your opportunities here. You know, Diego and the elder classmen, they paid their dues playing and actually won an NIT, Small Bible College National Championship in the process.
Yeah. It's I guess JV was probably something they started more so when Coach Jones came along, and really gives these freshman guys an opportunity to come in and learn the speed of the game. With the way everything is and transfers and everybody kind of coming in as in a sense a veteran, this really helps them out get acclimated to the game of basketball, especially at this level.
And a jump shot off the rim from Rivera goes out of bounds. And, of course, it keeps the guys interested because if guys don't get playing time, now it's so easy to transfer, they may very well say goodbye.
Right, absolutely. So these guys get about a 10 or 12 game schedule, and they get to travel this year, which is good because we're going over to Buff. Buff has a JV team.
That is Baptist University of Florida out near Pensacola in Graceville.
Yep.
And they're going to be here Tuesday, both their JV and their varsity team taking on you and the Eagles as we have our first timeout, 32nd timeout, called by Coach O'Neal Thompson with the score 5-4 in favor of Trinity. Now, as a varsity coach, you're in a very competitive South region. What do you look for, not just from Baptist, but always tough Pensacola, Bob Jones, and Toccoa Falls?
Yeah, I mean, I think it just goes to show and talking to these guys, understanding, playing in the region, being an assistant coach for Coach Jones in the region, and now getting my opportunity to be the head coach. You never know what team is going to show up, and you might look at them on paper, you might look at them on film and be like, oh, okay, hey, they may be down a little bit this year, but in the South region, it's so competitive with Bob Jones and Pensacola and even Toccoa Falls, and now with newcomer Buff, we just don't know. So we got to show up and play.
And it's rare that we have a blowout either way.
Right.
And we usually get really close games that come down to the final moments as we got a jump shot missed by North. Loose ball. Still a loose ball. Finally grabbed by North. And this one will go out of bounds off of Bellany. And the Eagles will keep possession. Look like a little rugby going on. Bill North, what can you tell us about some of these new players you have?
Yeah, I mean, Braden North.
Braden North. I'm thinking of Bill North, the old-time Oakland A's player.
Yeah, Braden is out of Lake City. Braden came to us in a little summer kind of a league camp and didn't really know much about him, and he stood out in the league camp, and so he comes in. Really got a lot of upside, can play up above the rim.
Josh Morissette is a gentleman I know very well, a Trinity Christian Academy graduate and a former student of mine, and he made that shot, got the steal, and then just fed Derek Rivers, who hit his second three-pointer.
Yep.
So I can tell you about Josh myself. What a great young man, overcoming injury last year, finally getting back onto the court. He played 6 years of school ball here on this very court.
Yeah, it's good to have Morissette in. Love his energy, love what he brings to the table, and might be one of the first, outside of Patrick Adams, which is an old name, he might be one of the first Trinity guys we've had in a long time. So we're excited to have him. Derek Rivers, local kid from St. Johns County, went to Creekside High School. He's going to be a huge asset to us in the future. And got some other guys on there that are doing really well. Obviously, you see some returners with Michael Carter and Junior, DeShannon Williams. Those guys are going to be solid for us as well in the future. Looking for opportunities to maybe move them up next year. So it'll be good. I think we got Nick Brown on the floor right now as well. He's from Raleigh, North Carolina. Played high school basketball for Scotty Richardson up at Crossroads Christian, and I played high school basketball for Scotty's dad. So that's that connection and relationship there. And obviously my time in North Carolina, be able to recruit up there, which is really helpful.
And you're also, we'll tell you in a moment, as North is fouled, trying to go up for the shot by Brignall Bellamy. You are also the director of the High School Sunshine State Athletic Association, so I'm sure you're also actively looking at the high school basketball teams in Florida.
Yeah, so obviously making that transition this summer and getting to work with the Athletic Association, one of them here in the state of Florida. And so be able to watch about a little over 100 schools that will compete in our state tournament this year, and so it'll be fun. I'm going to have all the coaches go down to Orlando and just sit for 2.5 days, just watch basketball.
Well, North goes 1 for 2, and a great rebound by Santiago, putting it right back in. And the Eagles off to a great start, 13-4, just over 5 minutes in. That's why they're out there on the court. Get that experience, because you never know. Someone on your roster gets injured, you have to call someone up to be ready to step in at any time. Players aren't doing so well, you have someone else who can just take over.
And this group that's actually on the floor right here, well, I think he just took Braden out and put in LeBron Lee. You heard that right. His first name is LeBron. But anyway, that group that was just on the floor, that's one of their best defensive groups. We will run scout team with them on defense, and they will give our main guys a run for their money big time.
And a whistle, that's going to go as a traveling violation. And that is called against Hector. So the turnover will give the Eagles a chance to extend the lead into double digits. We've always emphasized defense here. Coach Jones especially, Coach Nate when he was here, and now you emphasize the importance of defense, and that helped save the game last night, made it very difficult for Florida National to get off that final shot.
Yeah, no, absolutely. We put in a little smaller lineup there and ended up going man. I think we played zone for, 90. Went to man there for that last probably minute, and really got a good stop when we needed to, and then continue to play really good defense.
Making a good move to the basket, but I think that was partially blocked by Santiago. And a very quick transition up the court to feed to Nick Brown, who gets his first points of the season. But even the 2 games you did not win, you played well. You averaged about 72 points per game and had a big opportunity in the opener that slipped away, but then the guys came right back. You're always going to have a tough time against Champion, but they beat a really good NAIA team last Thursday.
Yeah, we did, and we had some good conversations about the 2 games in Pensacola, and these guys are trying to learn each other, and we got a handful of returners, but also we have quite a bit of new guys, so they're trying to figure out this chemistry and make things work. And I think the most frustrating thing about the Southwestern game was being up 17 at halftime and come out to lose. But we'll work through it, watch a lot of film, and had some good opportunities the other night.
And off in the distance, you might see Emma Parrish. We talked about her just a few minutes ago. She got her 1,000th college point and her 1,000th Trinity point in the same game last night.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Emma, a senior, played in only 3 games last year because of injury, and she's back, and she's starting off the season really well.
Yeah, she is. She's getting to watch her kind of back on the floor after, obviously, seeing her play here for a couple years and knowing that injury that happened last year. Loss for the girls last year, but
they still did really well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Knocked down, but drawing the foul, Michael Carter up and over the back. He got the ball, but then the body hit the back of Yabian Diaz. That's the reason for the foul. That'll be number 1 on Carter, and team foul number 5 for the Eagles. I missed writing 1 down, but that's what live stats are for. Wow, nice little jump shot from Rivera.
We got Will Medina on the floor right now. Will's a crafty little guard.
That's him with the ball, just gave it up. Lead by 9. Carter could not convert. Rebound, there's Medina, and he gets the ball to drop in. So William Medina coming to us from Lakeland, Florida, right down in the Orlando area. And a long football-style pass up the court, and then a foul. There were 2 Eagles nearby. We'll see which one gets called. It looked like it went against Nick Brown. So that is his first and team 6th.
Yeah, Will Medina and Luis Santiago were high school teammates, and so came to us together, which they're a good little duo.
Number 11, the only name we have is Hendel. So Hendel will be shooting 2. You play some really good competition in these developmental games.
Yeah.
Very little known programs, but everyone who's come here has played exceptional basketball. You've won some, you've lost some, but the talent on the floor, and many of them end up playing, maybe not Division I, but as high as Division II.
Yeah, they do a pretty good job. I think last year we've had a couple guys for different programs here, either locally or kind of around the state of Florida that, end up getting good opportunities after a year or 2 of this prep school league.
Member of one of those prep teams last year, but missed the whole season to injury, and I'm really glad he came back because, again, that is a young man right there. I just loved him. That was LeBron with the 3-pointer, and just like another LeBron we know. I still say Michael Jordan was better, though.
Sounds like you've been talking of Michael Hebner there for a little while.
And Coach Cliff Willis, too.
Yeah.
Of course, Coach Cliff Willis is the varsity basketball coach of Trinity Christian Academy. He's from Chicago, and he's seen Jordan play live a number of times. This is Carter outside. 3-pointer from Lee is a little too strong. Obviously, we always want to say LeBron now whenever Lee gets the ball. And a rebound for Eric Nunez. That's a big man, Eric Nunez, right there. We don't have the numbers, but I'm guessing 6'4", about 230.
Yeah, big boy. I think Michael Carter on him helps match up with that pretty evenly.
Oh, missed opportunity. A little too much momentum into the shot. Carter quickly up the court, and he lays it in for his first score. The Eagles lead 22-6. Position. Layup is good. A great move from Yabian Diaz. Somehow he kept the ball from being batted away. 14-point Eagles lead. And another rising start man heading over to check in. That is Bellany making his return. Coming up on the midway point of the first half. Missed shot by Carter. Rebound off the floor for Nick Brown. That's Morissette for 3. A little strong. And look at Carter coming from nowhere to get the rebound. But then it looks like the ball went out of bounds, or is he getting called for a foul? No, out of bounds.
Out of bounds. Michael Carter comes flying in there for a rebound there.
Now, Michael Carter is one of our returning players, a sophomore from Valdosta. He showed you quite a bit last year, and so far already he's doing it again. Great pass up the court, and another miss on a layup. Diaz will get the basket and draw the foul. So, opportunity at a 3-point play. Foul's called on Miles Risper. That'll be his first. Team 7th, so Rising start now in the bonus once the ball's back in play. One thing about the Eagles, they play tough defense, they hustle, and that's going to lead to some fouls.
Yeah, it is. Luckily, we're deep enough to where it doesn't typically we don't typically have a lot of guys foul out, which is good.
Free throw goes in and out. Williams picks it up off the floor. Shannon Williams, another returning player. He is from the Orlando area himself. Medina gets around one, bounce pass inside, and a really nice lay-in. That was LeBron Lee, his second score, 5 total points and a 14-point lead. Up the court, Bastian Gurumendi, and he'll draw a foul. They're calling it on the floor.
Looks like Medina tried to set a charge there, but got this out of his body.
And it didn't quite get set in time. And it is personal foul number 1 on William Medina. Does he go by William or Will? Or?
I think they call him both.
All right, we'll call him William until he tells me otherwise. Right now he's telling the referee he needs an explanation about the call.
Looks like he might have been in that charge circle.
And the first free throw is good from Diaz. So he's now 1 for 2. That's his 5th point. And free throw number 2 bounces off and rebounded by Michael Carter. 13-point Eagles lead. You definitely outmanned them numbers-wise. They brought 8 players here today, and Trinity, one of the biggest rosters. Last year you had the biggest roster ever. This is pretty close.
We have 27 between the 2 rosters. Last year we had 34, so we downsized a little bit this year.
Still, though, when you have 27, that's not much of a downsize.
Yeah.
And it's really good to see so many want to come play basketball here.
Yeah, and the way we looked at it was, 12 to 14 on each roster. Tried to.
Medina almost with the interception and a block, but the second chance is good. Nice job following the shot by Bellany. And we'll have ourselves a timeout with the score. Trinity 24, Rising Start 13. Timeout called, and Zach, we'll give ourselves a break, and
Absolutely.
We'll take care of this message from the NCCAA. We are ready to resume play. Coach Shank is heading over to just check on his players and just give them a little bit of support. And if he gets the chance, Coach will join us again. But what a great win for the varsity team on Thursday night. They won 74-73 over a mighty NAIA Florida National University Conquistador squad. And we're back underway. This is Will Medina bringing the ball past midcourt, finding North, who has re-entered. Shannon Williams has a basket. North thought about the 3 a second time. Lee has hit a 3. This time he gets around the big man inside, and a great reverse layup from LeBron Lee. Bellany thought he had thwarted the effort, but Lee got under the big man. Nunez to the outside, a 3-pointer short from Jurumendi. Second chance misses. Third opportunity, and a foul will be called on Braden North. That'll be his second. And 2 free throws coming for Eric Nunez. Check that. It'll be Brignall Bellany shooting 2. His first opportunities. This is the first game of the season for both teams. So obviously we don't have any season stats to give you. And the first of 2 from Bellany is a little too strong. And a substitution now for Trinity. Derek Rivers makes his return, and Medina will head off and have a seat. 8:21 left to go in the first half. Still a lot of action here this afternoon. This is our only game. JV and varsity Eagles back here on Tuesday beginning at 3 o'clock. Both are playing against Baptist University of Florida brand new members of the NCCAA Division II South Region. That one's for three from Lee. It's a little strong. Rebounded by Williams. Outside the paint. Lost the ball, but chased down by Rivers. Williams over across the court to North. A pump fake. Goes between two and lays it in. Braden North gets his first basket. He has 3 points. Got a free throw earlier in this first half. And it's a 28-13 lead for TCJ. Women's basketball, we mentioned, they did win their season opener over Southwestern Adventist. Then they had a little trouble with champion Christian, and last night played Florida National very, very well, but came up 5 points short. Shannon Williams, 4-3, off the rim, and rebounded by Juramendi. And that's Juramendi crossing midcourt. Sebastian Juramendi. And he takes the pass back and shoots and goes in and out, rebounded by Santiago. Cross midcourt is Derek Rivers. And Lee goes up for the layup, but is blocked by Bellany. Ball crosses midcourt. Juramendi keeps it in play, but his pass deflected away off Brignall Bellany and over to the TCJ Eagles. The athletic director of Trinity College of Jacksonville, Mr. John D. Jones. I'm Ray Bureau, and I always have a great time bringing you the action here on TCJ Sports Network. North, pump fake, inside, Santiago off the glass, no good, rebound Bellany. Rising Start, they brought a really nice crowd to Trinity Gymnasium. I'm surrounded by their fans, and there's some very nice people here. In the corner is Nunez. He is trapped and gets the ball back towards Sebastian Juramendi. Long pass across the court, three-pointer by Hector. It's good. He now has 5, and that's a 3 that Rising Start needed as they still trail by 12. Eagles work it slowly up the court. Still plenty of time to go in the first half. Just over 6 minutes. Santiago outside to Rivers for 3, a little strong, and pulled in by Bellany. Rising Start will bring it slowly up the court. This is Eric Nunez with possession. Walks it across the line and almost got a 10-second violation. He just barely beat it. And we have ourselves a foul. That will go against Luis Santiago. That is his second. It is on the floor. And it will be free throws for Yabian Diaz. And Diaz at the line. In fact, that is number 10, so it's 2 free throws. And the first one is good. He is now 2 for 4. Has 6 total points. And is ready for a second free throw, but he'll pause a moment while a couple of subs come in for Trinity. Andrew Yarbrough and Michael Carter. Carter wears number 15, Yarbrough number 5. And number 2 free throw is good from Diaz. He's done a nice job hitting 3 out of his last 4 to give him 7 total points. And so it is now a 10-point lead for Trinity. They got it up to as much as 15 a couple of times. Williams, 4-3, too strong, and a rebound pulled in by Rivera. John Paul Rivera called for the travel. And the turnover will give it back to the Eagles. They lead by 10 at 5:22 left to go in the first half. Yarbrough will bring it up past the midcourt stripe. Outside to North. Tried to get inside the paint, but tight defense on the double team kept him back outside. Yarbrough, one-on-one with Rivera. Check that, Hendel. 10 to shoot. Couple of big men going head-to-head, and it's Bellany who wins it. Strips Carter of the ball. Quickly up the court goes Rising Start. And a three-pointer from Bellany. It's off the back of the rim. Rebound for Derek Rivers. Carter all alone, touchdown. Great pass from Rivers to Carter, And the layup makes it a 12-point lead. Trying to respond very quickly and successfully doing so is John Paul Rivera. His second field goal, he has 6. And again, it's a 10-point lead for Trinity. They will try to extend it just a little bit further. Again, they got it as high as 15. This could be for 13, but it's a little too strong. Whistle. Foul looks like it will go against Michael Carter. That is his second. Since it's an offensive foul, no free throws. Now they're going to check to see exactly when that foul occurred. Was it considered offensive or defensive? The ball was in the air when the whistle blew. So we're still waiting on the final word, and looks like they're going to keep it as an offensive foul. So no shots. Housekeeping duty. And we'll be back underway in just a moment. So we'll pause here, and we'll be right back. Four minutes and 13 seconds left in the first half, and we are ready to resume play. Trinity has had themselves a really nice first 16 minutes. 30-20 the lead. Steele north across the court to Williams, and he goes in and draws the foul. So DeShannon Williams will shoot 2, and the foul is called against Eric Nunez. That is his first. It's only team foul number 4. And so they still have some fouls to give. But this one is for 2 because Williams was going up for what looked like he was trying to dunk it. And the first shot is in and out. Looked like it was going down, but decided not to. So the first one misses. Number 2 for DeShannon Williams. It is good for Williams. 31-20, an 11-point lead. A great bounce pass, double teaming, but a foul. That's going to send Rivera to the line, and the foul will go to Nick Brown, and that is number 2. Really nice move by Rivera, and he will shoot 2, and so far he's made both of his attempts. 3 Eagles will head over to the table. Now one's being called back. Morissette looking to make his return, and our first look at Elijah Loiso. And here they both come in. Yarbrough and Brown will head off to make room. Josh Morissette, he's from Jacksonville. He's a freshman. And also Elijah Loiso, a freshman from Jacksonville as well. And this one, if it goes, we'll cut it back down to 10. Rising Start has been unable to get to within single digits for quite some time. Second one does not go, but we have a lane violation. And so it's going to be an extra free throw now for Rivera. Lane violation will give him another chance. All the way back defensively is Hector. And here comes free throw number 3. And this one is off the rim. And another violation will give him a 4th opportunity. So far, he's missed 3 in a row after hitting his first 2 earlier in the half. And you don't want to keep giving teams extra shots at the line. And so here comes the 4th in a row. Very, very rare that we see 4 free throws from the same person in the same sequence. It can happen with technical fouls. And this one goes up and is off the rim. Morissette pulls down the rebound. So 4 opportunities all come away empty. Eagles hold on to their 11-point lead. Pass inside to Rivers, and he will go to the line. Was it knocked out of bounds? That's the call, out of bounds. 21 on the shot clock, 3:44 on the game clock. First half, Eagles lead 31-20. Pass inside to Morissette, a little too strong on the layup off the glass, and it goes out of bounds. Last touched by Rising Start, and so the Eagles will get a fresh 20 seconds. And coming in to the paint to try to take the inbound pass is Elijah Loisau. And the inbound goes to Morissette, who backs it up, and it's stolen away. Picked off by Hundell. One-on-one with North to the outside. That score is waiting. And Rising Start works it around the perimeter. Ball comes loose to the corner, and a three-point shot may have been rushed by Hendel. And he recovers the fumble. Hendel is rejected by Loiso. A lot of action, but no points. North for three from the corner, off the rim. And a great leaping rebound by Jay Covcino. And we have ourselves a foul. That's getting called against Elijah Loiso. His first. And no, my mistake. It was the other number 10 wearing the gray jersey. That is Jean-Paul Rivera. Team foul number 5. And the Eagles work it to the far sideline. Under 3 minutes to go in the first half. D. Shannon, pull-up jumper, a little too strong. Eagles have gone cold in the last couple of moments. They got a free throw, but not much else. Both teams have gone cold shooting from the field in the last few moments. We have ourselves a foul. That's getting called against Josh Morissette, his first. And double bonus shooting. And it will be Eric Nunez to the line, his first attempts. Eagles are shooting 46%. They were at 50 just a little while ago, and it's 32% for Rising Start. Nunez, his first, and it banks in off the glass. At the line, they are now 9 out of 13. And a substitution for Trinity. LeBron Lee makes his way back onto the court. 10-point lead, and Rising Start will try to cut it to single digits for the first time in quite a while, but it doesn't go, and they gave up the rebound, and Derek Rivers pulls it down, walks it across midcourt. 2:30 right now left to go in the first half. Morissette takes the pass, gets it back out to the outside where Rivers misses a three-pointer. And in three-point shooting, the Eagles are now just 3 out of 14. Nunez across midcourt. On guard is Morissette. And the handoff to Hector. Hector spins his way around Morissette, but then Morissette blocks the shot. Good job by Josh Morissette. He got beat, but he got back quickly and was able to reject the underhanded shot attempt. And we have ourselves a whistle. Slight delay. And we have a timeout called, 30-second variety, called by head coach Omar Morales. And so we'll pause right here for the timeout. We'll come back for the conclusion of the first half. Stay with us. (31-21), 2 minutes and 6 seconds left in the first half. It's been all Eagles so far, but both teams have gone cold from the field in the past couple of minutes. Rising Start will have 13 seconds after the inbound. Eagles led by 15 at a few different points. And they tried to do the bounce pass off the Eagles defender. It did not work, but then it goes out of bounds off Morissette. tried to get up the court before he secured the ball. So a fresh 30 seconds as Rising start inbounds at midcourt. Wide open three-pointer is too strong from Jay Cosino. Medina finding Santiago in the paint, and Santiago, who stands at 6'5", was able to get up and over everybody and put it in off the glass. 12-point Trinity College of Jacksonville lead. Hey, I've been tired. I've been doing a lot of games this week. That one is a little short, rebounded by Morissette. Made my season debut on ESPN at Jacksonville University earlier this week. So a lot of action. LeBron Lee, though, misses. And Rising Start gets up the court very quickly. That is Sebastian Duramendi with a three-point effort that does not go. Coming up on 1 minute left in the first half. Medina crosses midcourt. And the Eagles bounce pass inside. They're using up the shot clock and the game clock. Santiago, though, sees a wide open shot and puts it in. His third, 6 total points as we're in the final minute. 40 seconds left to go. Eagles will get at least one more possession. To the outside, that's where Covcino is waiting. And we have ourselves Morissette defending Rendell. Work back to Nunez. Bounce pass to Duramendi, and a nice job on both the pass and the layup. Duramendi has his first score. It's still a 12-point lead for TCJ. The shot clock is off. Eagles will play for the final shot. Medina collides with Hendel. To the outside to Santiago for three. It is good. So he will finish the first half with 9 points. And that one comes up a little short. Would have counted. It did beat the buzzer. And that brings us to the intermission with Trinity College of Jacksonville leading 37-23. We'll pause here for halftime. We'll be back for the second half. You're watching JV basketball on the TCJ Eagles Sports Network. We are ready for the second half between the TCJ Eagles developmental team and Rising Start Academy. And as you see, it is a 14-point lead for Trinity College of Jacksonville as we're about to ready to resume play. Eagles are shooting 48.5%, Rising Start 30.4%. From three-point range, Rising Start has hit 1 out of 9. Hector got that 3, and Trinity is 3 for 14. And we have a steal by DeShannon Williams. He will get Michael Carter the ball right up the court, and Michael Carter with his 6th point of the game. Eagles have played a very fast-paced first half, and they're starting off the second half in the same fashion. At the line, Rising Start is 8 for 19. Trinity is 2 for 4. That one is missed by Bellany. And a rebound from Luis Santiago. We're just 30 seconds into the second half. Rivers, they will give him the continuation, so he'll get the basket and a chance at a three-point play. Brignall Bellany, his second foul, and that will send Rivers to the line. He has 6 points, both on three-pointers, and now points 7 and 8, and could be 9 after this free throw. He had 6 points in the first half. Brown had 4. Williams had 3. 7 for LeBron Lee. Medina 2. Carter 4. North 3. Morissette 2. And Luis Santiago 8. And that one does not go. Bellany with the rebound. In fact, that last shot by Santiago right before halftime has been changed to a 2-point shot. The officials talked about it and agreed that Santiago had a foot on the three-point line, so it went down as a 2. That one goes out of bounds. It is Eagles ball. 41-23. 7 points for Yamian Diaz. Tell you more in a moment. The spin move by DeShannon Williams, and it's good. He now has 5. 6 points for John Paul Rivera, 5 for Hector, 2 for Sebastian Juramendi and Brignall Bellany, and 1 for Eric Nunez. Roll out of bounds. It's going to be Rising Start's ball. Rising Start took 19 free throws. That's because the Eagles went way past the limit of 10. Rising Start committed just 5 fouls themselves in the first half. But right now, John Paul Rivera has 3, Brignall Bellany 2, Eric Nunez and Sebastian Juramendi each with 1. No one on the Eagles is in foul trouble. They have 5 men with 2 and 3 men with 1. But not through, and Michael Carter pulls down the rebound. He beats the double team on the press, finds North all the way up the court. The shot was blocked. North got it back. His second chance spins in and out, and the rebound goes to Jay Covsino. And the shot attempt and good by Hendall. His first basket. He's on the board now with 2 points. It is 43-25. Shannon Williams crosses midcourt. First game of the season for both these teams. Bounce pass to Santiago. Has it knocked away, but he chases it back down. What an effort by Santiago keeping possession. 12 to shoot. Spin move by North. And we're going to have ourselves a whistle nullifying the shot. So the Eagles will inbound with 10 seconds on the clock. Considered out of bounds. Shot clock now down to 6. And a whistle. Tapped out of bounds by Hendell. 6 to shoot for TCJ. Down pass to Santiago. Turnaround jumper off the front of the rim. And a rebound by Rising Starts Hendell. As play catch. This is Hendell guarded by Derek Rivers. And we have ourselves a blocking foul. That's going against Trinity's Derek Rivers. That's his 3rd now, so he is in a little bit of foul trouble. And a substitution will send Nick Brown back onto the court. He has 2 fouls. Shannon Williams is the Eagle who came off, and he's now getting his leg attended to, his right leg, over at the bench. We'll have to see about Shannon Williams. Meanwhile, a little more housekeeping duty. The next JV game we've told you about Tuesday at 2 p.m. against Baptist University of Florida. Lamar Sports Academy is here next Saturday afternoon at a 12 p.m. start time. And then Rose Elite Academy on November 22nd. We may not be able to bring that one to you, however, because I'll be at JU doing an ESPN broadcast. Spin move. Basket missed, however, by Yabian Diaz. And a shot block, keeping North out of the cylinder. And getting his hand on the ball is Jay Cosino. 25 on the shot clock. And a very quick inbound pass from Rivers to Brown. And Brown puts it in off the glass. He now has 6. And the Eagles have themselves a 20-point lead at 45-25. To the outside, a pump fake. Cosino is rejected by Santiago, but they will hold on to possession as the ball goes out of bounds and back over to Rising Start. We appreciate everybody letting us know on a live feed, the Sotos and the Browns and the Crespos and more. Know you're watching as that one rolls off the rim from Rivers, and up and over the back goes Brignall Bellany. Cooler heads prevail. We're always happy to see that. Michael Carter was the Eagle who had the ball and had Bellany fall on top of him. And a substitution. Heading back onto the court will be John Paul Rivera, playing with 3 fouls. He'll take over for Hendel. Rising Start has brought 8 players with them today. They don't want to risk losing foul trouble, but Rivera is on there with 3. 10 seconds to shoot. Kicked outside to North for 3, off the rim. Batted up into the air a couple of times. Carter pulls it down and loses possession inside the paint. Now still a loose ball, grabbed by North. He is fouled. There were 2 men there. We'll see who gets the call, but North will shoot 2. Still waiting on the word as to which player is called for the foul. It goes against Jay Cosino. That is only his first, but it will put North at the line. He is 1 for 2. Both of those came in the first half. He has 3 total points. And after a little bit of mop-up, we've had a lot of action here in the last couple of days. Not just the 2 games on Thursday, but, of course, practice. Trinity Christian Academy practicing, not just basketball, but other activities on this court as well. And that one rims out. And now we have a substitution, and we get our first look at Isaiah Perry, a freshman from Tallahassee. 6'8", 225 pounds. Isaiah Perry is on the defensive side of the court. And the free throw number 2 is good from Braden North. In a moment, you will see Perry. There he is inside the paint. He gets on top of the ball handler. That was Yabian Diaz. Both Perry and then Nick Brown wrestle the ball away for a possession arrow, but it's Rising Start's possession. So they inbound. A nifty move, and the layup is good from Hector. Nice job by Hector getting his 6th and 7th points. Eagles get up the court very quickly. North for 3, off the rim, off Carter, and out of bounds. Right now, the lead is 19 for TCJ. And ready to inbound will be Derek Rivers. I thought it was Rising Start's ball, but the officials say it's Trinity's ball. 16 minutes and 9 seconds left. Perry with possession, double teamed, and he is stripped. That was Rivera who came in from behind and just ripped the ball right out of Perry's hands, but the Eagles get it back, and we have ourselves a whistle. Nick Brown stole the ball, but Perry is called for reaching in. So that'll be his first personal foul and team foul number 2 on the Eagles. Perry knocks the inbound pass away, so playing good defense. No time off either the shot clock or the game clock, and a substitution. North will come out, and LeBron Lee will come in for TCJ. Medina will also make his return as Derek Rivers heads off to make room. Inbound pass coming for Rising Start to the corner. Three-point shot. It's good. Hector buries it. He's in double figures, and his fans love what they just saw. I love the cheering that you're doing for him as well. Up the court goes Cosino, but he could not convert, and the ball goes out of bounds. 15:42 left. The lead was 20. It's at 16 right now. 46-30. A quick inbound pass to Hector in the paint, underneath, and at the line he goes. It was either Carter or Brown. And the official is giving the word as Josh Morissette goes in for Isaiah Perry. Still waiting for the official word on who got called for the foul. It was Nick Brown. In his second, nope, I thought I was right, and I was. I have him at 3. Just took a moment to get that up on the board. Little more mop-up duty, and we'll be back underway. Meanwhile, Hector at the line. 2 free throws in the first half, and they were both good. Right now, he's sitting at 10 points. Just hit a 3 a moment ago. And the first of 2 is up and good. So that's 11 points now for Hector. 46-31. The lead is 15 for Trinity College. And number 2 is a little too strong and is pulled down. Josh Morissette picks it up off the floor. Medina will take it up midcourt. 15.5 to play. Nice 15-point lead for Trinity College. Morissette over near the bench. That one is for 3, top of the arc, a little too strong. Carter with the rebound, outside to Medina, who had to leave his feet to corral the pass, but then his pass is stolen by Hector, who goes inside and lays it in. And he's having himself a really nice stretch in the last couple of minutes. He has scored 13 total, 8 in the second half, and a timeout. Coach O'Neal Thompson, as Rising Start has made themselves a nice little run of 7 to pull to within 46-33. It's a 13-point lead. We'll pause here ourselves. Stay with us. It's Eagles ball at midcourt as the lead has been trimmed down to 13. They led by 20 not long ago, 45-25. So it's been an 8-1 run. Carter inside the paint, and he'll go to the line for 2. So the basket does not go, but he will shoot 2. Foul's called on Eric Nunez. That is number 2 on Nunez. And Michael Carter has not tried a free throw yet today. First one is in and out. Carter has scored 6 points. Thought he had number 7. We all did, but that ball, sometimes it gets about halfway down, hits the rim, and pops out. Here comes number 2 for Carter. And that one did almost the same thing. Hit inside the rim, but did not complete the trip through. So it's still a 13-point lead. Rising Start on a nice 7-1 or 8-1 run. Kicks it to the outside to Hector. He fires off a 3. It's off the rim and rebounded by Will Medina. Medina nearly lost control, but found Lee. Back to Medina, to Morissette at the top of the arc. Powers his way inside. That first ball was tipped, and then the second one was smacked out of bounds. So Bellany blocks 2 shots in the sequence and keeps Trinity from scoring. Inbound pass to midcourt. Morissette chases one down. Coming up on about 14 minutes remaining. Santiago at the line. And a jump ball is what it appears to be. It is a jump ball. Trinity has possession arrow. And 11 seconds to shoot. And a substitution. Michael Carter will go out. Braden North will come back in. He has 4 points. Medina inbounds to North. Work to the corner where Medina takes the 3 but hits the side of the backboard. Medina trying to come up defensively. The Eagles get back quickly, and they keep Hector from getting close to the rim. And hit off Hector's foot, but he was able to regain control. Nunez, guarded by Santiago, uses the elbow, gets himself free. And Medina comes from behind with the steal, and then Nunez reaches in, and he knew he would be called. In fact, he held up his hand even before the whistle. So that is personal foul number 3 on Eric Nunez. That one is on the floor, so the Eagles will inbound on the front court. DeShannon Williams takes over for Isaiah Perry. And so the Eagles will have 28 seconds on the shot clock. They're already in the front court. And LeBron Lee will inbound to Medina. Eagles led at the half by 14, 37-23. And Santiago misses, and this one rolls out of bounds. It was a 14-point lead. It is 13 at the moment. They got it up to 20 a few minutes ago. Williams off the rim and rebounded by Rivera. And Williams hustles back, swats it away, gets the steal, and has to do a little fancy footwork to keep possession. He found Lee just shy of midcourt. They got it across in time. Lee off the rim. And another battle for a loose ball. Coming in is Lee knocking the ball out of Nunez's hands, but out of bounds. So Rising Start will keep possession with 13 minutes and 8 seconds left and a 27-second shot clock. Nunez takes the inbound pass. And they get it to Rivera. Back to Nunez. Watch that 10-second violation. They just barely made it, but threw the ball away. So it is a turnover. Trinity's ball with a 13-point lead. Just under 13 minutes left to play. Medina walking it slowly past the midcourt stripe. Finds North. And North collides with Juramendi, and the shot does not fall. Nunez with one man coming up from behind. Santiago. And the handoff to Hector inside the paint. His pass knocked down, but recontrolled, and a really nice play by Sebastian Juramendi. He now has 4. Long pass to North for 3, too strong, and rebounded by Rivera. They have trimmed a 20-point lead down to 11. They have outscored Trinity 10-1 in the past few minutes. Pass knocked away by Lee. It is Rising Start's ball with 17 on the shot clock, and Hindle will take over for Nunez. Substitution as well for TCJ. Derek Rivers is in for LeBron Lee. And we're going to have a slight pause. And a timeout is the reason. Coach O'Neal Thompson, who is an assistant varsity coach, he is the JV head coach. He calls for the timeout. It is a 30-second timeout. So if I'm not mistaken, Trinity still has 3 fulls. Rising Start has yet to take a timeout. So they have a full repertoire. 12-11 left. We'll be right back. Rising Start has worked their shooting percentage up to 38%. They were right at 30% at halftime, and they're doing much better in the second half. Trinity's doing well at 45%. They've gone cold in the last couple of moments, though. Pump fake, kick back outside. Drew Amendi with the shot, a little too strong. Rebounded by Derek Rivers. He gets around one defender, crosses midcourt, kicks it to the outside. That's Medina off the rim. Thompson the rebound, bats it two, inside to Santiago. Rivers is then rejected, and then a foul. For the call, it's going to be against Rising Start. And if I saw that correctly, John Paul Rivera, number 20, not 10, Sebastian Giromendi, his second. That's actually good because Rivera has 3. That would have been his 4th. Medina goes out. Andrew Yarbrough goes in for Trinity, and the inbound pass knocked away. Hendel went way up in the air and almost came down with the ball. Didn't quite hold on. He came down out of bounds anyway. 13 to shoot. And this pass goes astray, and an unforced turnover will give the ball back to Rising Start, who has a chance now to get their deficit down to single digits. They've gotten it to 10 a couple of times, especially late in the first half, but never got within single digits. They trailed by 20 earlier in this half, and now it's down to 11. Still Rising Start's ball. 22 on the shot clock. 11:38 on the game clock. Again, this is our only game here today. And good defense by Rivers. He keeps Hector from getting the ball anywhere near the cylinder. North, a missed opportunity. Yarbrough, second chance, no. And batted out of bounds. It'll stay with Trinity with 16 on the shot clock. North could not convert. Yarbrough got the rebound, missed his opportunity. And the Eagles inbound again. 16 on the shot clock, and it's stolen by Hendel. Very quick transition up the court. And making the basket is Yabian Diaz. So it is now a 9-point lead for Trinity. It's been a 12-1 run by Rising Start Academy. Ball batted away, and a substitution. Michael Carter will come in for TCJ. Shannon Williams will come out. It's Eagles ball with 16 on the shot clock. North will inbound. Back to 12 to shoot. Carter sets up a perfect screen. Rivers inside. No, but he'll shoot 2. And the foul will go to Eric Nunez. And that is his 4th, and will send Rivers to the line. The ball rolled around the rim. Looked like it might drop, but then took a right turn and fell off. But Rivers will have 2 free throws. He has shot only 1 today, and it did not go through. But this one will try to make it a 10-point lead again, and then 11. Derek Rivers, freshman from Jacksonville. His first free throw is good. So now that's point number 9, and a 10-point lead pending free throw number 2. And Rivers gets ready. Number 2 is up, and it is good. So he goes 2 for 2. 10 points. The Eagles are 3 for 6 in the half, 5 for 10 overall from the line. A foul against Michael Carter of Trinity. And for Carter, that will be his 3rd. Question was on the floor or on the shot. Well, they're surrounding the lane as if it is a shooting foul. And standing at the line is Yabian Diaz. He has 9 points, looking to make it 10, then 11. Right now, the lead is 11. And again, they're trying to get it back into single digits. With credit Rising Start Academy, trailed by 20 earlier, didn't give up. And they've stormed back to right now 11. Still at 11 after the first free throw fails. Andrew Yarbrough back defensively for Trinity, and there are 3 Rising Start players on their offensive side of the court, or defensive side, I should say. Ball batted up into the air, pulled down by Santiago. Rivers comes across the line. First to Santiago, no. Santiago had to reach behind himself. That may have messed up his shot. And a great ball movement, but the shot does not go, and it's out of bounds. It'll stay with Rising Start. Yarbrough last touched it. Both teams missed opportunities on that last exchange. It's an 11-point TCJ lead. 23 on the shot clock, 10:23 on the game clock. Hendel from the corner misses everything, a 3-point opportunity right into Santiago's hands. So again, Trinity is able to keep the lead at double digits. Only once has it gotten down to 9. Fourth, no, spun around, came out. And that's happened a lot to the Eagles in the last few minutes. Ball spinning around inside of the rim, but not completing the trip. Hendel with the steal. Up the court goes Diaz, the right side, to bounce pass to Rivera. A couple of pump fakes, he misses. Gets his own rebound, and Santiago swats it away. Eagles playing defense, and we have ourselves a whistle. Official timeout just to clean up the floor on the left side of the net. 9:39 to go. Trinity leads 48-37. And coming in for the Eagles, Josh Morissette and Nick Brown. Andrew Yarbrough and Braden North head out. And now the Eagles will inbound, 27 on the shot clock. And walking it across the line will be Derek Rivers. And getting instructions from Coach Thompson. 15 to shoot. Pass across the court. Carter had a 3, but instead found Santiago right under the basket and took the easy 2. Santiago is now in double digits. The lead is 13. Michael Carter, very team-oriented player, had a chance at a 3, but saw a very easy deuce and got his team the points. On the other end, though, a foul. Looks like Morissette, as he's the one talking to the official, and Josh Morissette charged with his second foul. And shooting 2 will be John Paul Rivera. He is 2 for 6. His last trip to the line was in the first half, and there were 2 lane violations. So he shot the ball 4 times, but did not convert any of them. Another opportunity, and the southpaw delivers. The first one is good. So that's point number 7. And a substitution. Diaz will head out. Bellany will come in. Eagles lead by 12, pending free throw number 2 from Rivera. And it is up and good. So he makes up for a little trouble earlier by going 2 for 2. He gets 8 points. The lead is 11 at the moment. A little shirt tug, but no call. Morissette for 3, too strong. Bellany rebounds. Long pass to Hector to the corner. Morissette hustled back defensively. That is for 2. He was on the line, so that would have been a 2-point shot, but it did not go from Jurumendi. And a coach turn. Try that again. Coach Morales calling a full timeout with 8:41 left to play and an 11-point Trinity College of Jacksonville lead. Take a moment. We'll check the varsity upcoming schedule. Tuesday, both teams will play Baptist University of Florida. Next Saturday, after the JV game, the varsity will play Florida Gateway College, coming over from Lake City. And then the Eagles travel to Beacon College in Leesburg on Monday the 17th, and an NCAA Division II exhibition game in St. Augustine at Flagler College on November 18th. And the last game before Thanksgiving is a home matchup against NCAA Division I, University of Fort Lauderdale, Thursday, November 20th. That will be a women's-men's doubleheader beginning at 6 p.m. on November 20th. We are ready for the inbound. Rising Start has 17 seconds on the shot clock. Vera pump fake, thought about the three, but his pass goes astray. He put too much mustard on it, and it went through Ector's hands. 8:32 left to play. And a bounce pass gets us back into play. Rivers guarded by Cosino. Coming up on 8:20 left to play. Eagles lead by 11, but they lose control. Santiago tried to keep it in bounds, but he was picked off. Rivera in the paint. He'll go to the line for two. That will go against Josh Morissette, and that's number 3 on the freshman. And it will give 2 free throws to John Paul Rivera, who just hit 2, and he has a chance to get into double figures and put the deficit into single figures. 8 points, pending these 2 shots right here at the line. Number 1 is up, and it is good. That's 9 for John Paul Rivera. It's a nice hand from the fans who came up from the Orlando area. And then here comes number 2. At the moment, the lead is 10 for the Eagles. And it will stay 10 as the shot misses and gets rebounded by Derek Rivers. And Rivers, one man coming up from behind, finds Morissette in the corner, but he is stripped. Cocino with the steal. Up the left side of the lane, off the rim. Santiago rebounds for the Eagles. Under 8 minutes to go, a 10-point TCJ lead. Rivers gets around a defender, goes in the paint, but has it batted away by Bellany. Up the right side, and that's a 2-point shot. He was on the line, Ector. Ball does not go, but he travels down in the long rebound. It goes in the paint, misses. Second chance, good. The follow-up by Sebastian Giramendi. He now has 6 points. And the lead is down to 8 for the Eagles, and it could be 6 right here on a fast break opportunity, but too strong from Cocino. He was trying to feed Giramendi, who had himself a very easy layup or dunk or whatever he would have chosen to do, but the ball was out of his reach. Eagles caught a massive break. 7:20 to play. They lead by 8. They led by 20 earlier in the half. North takes possession. Medina 4-3. It's good. Is William Medina with the three-pointer, his first of the season. He has 5 points, and he puts a lead back up to 11. Bounce pass to Bellany. Does not go. And Carter pulls it down. That one, like the Eagles did a few times in the last several minutes, bouncing around the inside of the rim, but not dropping in. Now Rivera and Diaz both waiting to return to the court. North glass and at the line. And that's a foul. Will get charged to Rising Start. And it will go, trying to see who it goes against, but North will shoot 2. It will go against Brignall Bellany. That's his 3rd. North hits the first free throw. He gives himself 5 points. He has hit 3 out of 5 so far, and a chance to make it 4 out of 6 and extend the lead back up to 13. Even dozen at the moment. Braden North hits them both. So North, who comes to us from Lake City, that's where Florida Gateway College is. Columbia High School. We're glad. Vera checks in, misses the shot, however. Carter pulled it down, but came out of bounds. And so Rising Start will retain possession with 24 seconds on the shot clock. 6:32 left to play in a 13-point TCJ lead. Short jumper, it's good from Abion Diaz. He's now in double figures with 11. Trinity up the court very quickly, a foul. That is going against Diaz. If I have it right, that's only his first. but it will send Nick Brown to the line for 2. He has not tried a free throw today. He has scored 6 points. And that one does not go. It's off the front of the rim. Medina returns. Carter will check back to the line. He'll go on the defensive side. Number 2 is good from Nick Brown, so he now has 7, and the Eagles have 56. Diaz goes high to Bellany. Kind of hard to get it over Bellany's head. It would be about 6'7". That's a long 3 off the rim into the hands of Brown. Hustles up the court. Feeds North, who tried to get it back, but it's knocked away. Rivera with the steal. Finds Bellany inside the paint for the easy layup. Great teamwork. And the lead is down to 10 once again. They got it as close as 8 before Trinity put it back into double figures. That's where it is right now. Medina misses the first, gets the rebound. Carter was right underneath the basket, so he had to make a little shift, and he drew the foul, and he will now shoot 2. The foul's called against Hendel. It's only his first, but that is team foul number 9. So the rest of the game, the Eagles will be in the double bonus. Michael Carter will shoot 2. He missed them both a moment ago, and he's now nothing out of 3. Free throws are very important. The Eagles have struggled at the line, right about 50%. And this one is another in and out. So Carter unable to convert in 4 consecutive opportunities. And again, Rising Start could get down to 8, maybe 7 with a 3. That's Bellany. Bounce pass to Diaz. It is an 8-point deficit. He now has 13. 5:20 left to play. Medina will walk it past the stripe. He'll do it with 2 seconds to spare. Carter takes the pass at the line. Brown for 3, too strong. Hits off Carter's shoulder, and he can't pick it up, and we have a whistle. Just a pause to clean up the court. And he'll back it up and inbound from the backcourt. Keep the shot clock at 29. And Rivers heads over to the table. He will come onto the court. And Shannon Williams will come out. 5 minutes and 5 seconds left. Rising Start trying to pull a comeback from down 20. They have outscored the Eagles 25-19 in the second half. This is Rivera outside the arc. A handoff to Hector. In traffic, Hendel takes the pass. Can't get around the defense, but he finds Diaz, who lost the ball. Medina couldn't pick it up, however. A battle now for the loose ball. Grabbed by Rivera, 17 to shoot. Hendel has all kinds of time, maybe a little too much, and it goes out of bounds off Rivera over to the Eagles. Hendel may have taken a little too long as he had a lot of time to size up that 3. You're not going to get a better look than he just had. And a substitution for Trinity. Elijah Loisau will head back onto the court. Medina will take a break. 4:39 left to play. It is an 8-point TCJ lead. It's been exciting. Rising Start trying to make a great comeback. This is as close as they've been since it's now back to 10 as Derek Rivers powers his way for the layup. He has 12, 6 in each half. 4:19 to go. This is Munoz back with possession, guarded by North. Pass to a wide open Rivera, who feeds Bellany high off the glass. And he tracks down the rebound off the floor right behind the free throw line. Got away with the travel and laid it in off the glass. That's now 6 points for Brignall Bellany. 8-point lead for the Eagles. As Rivers goes to the outside. Loisau keeps it in bounds. They work it back to Brown. In the paint. Off the glass. No good. Batted up into the air and pulled deep. His long pass is mishandled by Hector. He tried to take the shot before securing the ball in a break for TCJ. Hendel will come in for Rivera. 3:42 left to go. 8-point lead. It's a 3-possession game. And the Eagles trying to extend it back into double digits to make it a 4-possession game. The steal for Hendel. And a basket is good. He fed Ector, who now has 15. It's a 6-point game. Carter takes the pass. Finds North. Short jumper. No good. Nunez. They have a chance with a 3 to cut it in half, but it's intercepted by Loisau. And the Eagles will slow it down. Feed to North. Off the glass. It's good. North. Great ball movement once that ball was intercepted. Rising Star unable to respond, so the lead is back up to 8 for TCJ. North with the man coming from behind. Finds Carter, wide open, too strong, and rebounded by Juramundo. Hendel takes the pass over by the Trinity bench. Still plenty of time. It's a 3-possession game, 2:43 and counting. Nunez finding Hendel to Bellanoy. And Bellany travels. He had the ball knocked away, but the traveling violation will give it back to the Eagles, who will take a timeout. 2:37 left to play and an 8-point TCJ lead. We'll be back for the conclusion in just a minute. Had a chance to say hello to Isaiah Perry's parents during the timeout. Jacksonville residents. Isaiah went to high school in Tallahassee, but we're glad you brought him back to Jacksonville. Carter takes the pass. That's LeBron Lee back into the game with possession, and he loses control as Hendel swats it away. The pass to Hendel. And Hendel tried to rush that shot, but if he didn't, he would have come down out of bounds, so he didn't have much of a choice. Eagles look like they're going to try to slow it down, use up the clock with an 8-point lead. Rivers takes the pass, finds Carter inside, and Carter, one dribble and a layup. He now has 8, and it's a 10-point lead, a 4-possession game. This one is for 3, off the rim, rebounded by DeShannon Thompson. Under 2 minutes to play. Batted away by Hendel, and he will lay it in. Big play defensively, and then a big bucket to make it a 3-possession game. Still plenty of time if Rising Star can get a few stops, but they'll have to avoid doing that. And picking up a foul and sending the Eagles to the line. That one's going to get called on Eric Nunez. Number 4 on Nunez. Carter at the line for 2. First one is good. That's a good free throw right there because it makes it a 9-point game. And some substitutions. Nunez will head off for Rising Start. And so will Lee. North has come back on. Carter, second free throw, no good. That would have made it a 4-possession game. Right now, 3 threes could tie it. Here's the first attempt at him, and it's good. Hendel hits it. He has 7. The lead right now, 63-57. It's a 6-point margin. And Rivers is fouled. Reaching in is Hector. And Hector will get called for just his first foul, but it's enough to put Rivers at the line because the Eagles are in the double bonus. Rivers has 12. He is 2 for 3 from the line. 2 coming. And Rivers, a Jacksonville native, hits the first. So he has a baker's dozen at 13. And a 7-point lead now, 3-possession game for TCJ. Number 2 from Rivers. It is up, and it is good. It's 14 for Derek Rivers. He is a leading scorer on the court. Diaz leads Rising Start with 13. And we have ourselves a basket and one. It was Brignall Bellany scoring and now shooting. He has 8 pending the free throw. At the moment, it's a 6-point lead. Still in, Diaz out. And for Trinity, Brown goes out to make room for Luis Santiago. Foul was called on Michael Carter, his third. 3-point play is successful. 9 for Bellany, but more importantly, a 5-point lead. Tried to make it 3 with a steal. They get a third opportunity. It's no good. That ball was halfway down. Eagles caught a big break. They still have a 2-possession lead, 5 points. North in the paint. And a foul. It will go against John Paul Rivera. And will send North to the line. Braden North, a chance to get into double figures, but also make it a 3-possession game. He'll have to hit them both to do so. First shot is good. The swish makes it 66-60. Number 2. Important and good, a 3-possession game. 10 points now for Braden North. 67-60 the lead. And a timeout called by Coach Omar Morales. With the score 67-60 in favor of the Eagles with 41.2 seconds left to play. We'll be right back. Rising Start will advance the ball to the midcourt stripe. 67-60, 41.2 seconds remain. Inbounding will be Hector. He's had himself a really nice game, 15 points now, and he's trying to make it 17. It doesn't go. Santiago with the rebound. Long pass to North. The Eagles can work down the clock. They lead by 7, under 30 seconds to play. Medina will back. Rivers at midcourt. Man on, so he'll have to dribble now. Gets around his defender, finds North. Under 10 to shoot. Batted away, but controlled by Rivers. Santiago in the paint, and that's going to seal it for the Eagles. Santiago with 12. Last shot of the game. It is a 2-point finish, if I'm not mistaken, with 17 points. Final score, Trinity College of Jacksonville wins it 69-62. And very quickly with the point totals for Rising Star, Hector and Diaz officially each with 13. They're going to add that now to Hector. He's going to end up with 16 points. Diaz with 13. Rivera, 11. Endel, 8. Bellany, 7. Sebastian Geramendi finishes with 5. Jay Cochino with 2, and Eric Nunez with 1. For the Eagles, Luis Santiago finishes with 14. Derek Rivers, 11. Braden North, 10. Michael Carter, 8. Nick Brown, DeShannon Williams, LeBron Lee, each with 7. Will Medina, 3-pointer. Josh Morissette, 2. And that's it for us for this afternoon. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. I'm Ray Bureau for Coach Zach Shank, Coach O'Neal Thompson, and Athletic Director John D. Jones. I'm Ray Bureau saying good night and God bless you from Trinity College of Jacksonville.